You are only 21 days away from a version of yourself you don't even recognize yet. Not because you magically became someone new, but because you finally decided to kill the version of you that's been holding you back for years. We live in a world that trains you to be patient about the wrong things and impatient about the right ones. You will wait years for someone else to change, but you won't give yourself 21 days to transform. You will wait for opportunities, for signs, for perfect timing, but you won't take 3 weeks to rewire your own habits, your own mind, your own identity. And here's the truth no one will say out loud. You are addicted to who you are right now. You're addicted to your own excuses. Your mind is comfortable in its misery because at least it's familiar. You call it realism or just how life is. But deep down, you know you've built a home in the very place you're supposed to escape from. I'm telling you this as someone who's lived it. The person you are right now is not the limit of who you can be. But you can't change her slowly. You can't sprinkle a little motivation here and there and expect transformation. You need a concentrated, deliberate, relentless 21-day war with every habit, thought, and behavior that is feeding the weaker you. The brain is not loyal to who you want to become. It's loyal to who you've been. And in 21 days, you can break that loyalty, not by trying to change, but by replacing the patterns so aggressively that your old self feels like a stranger. Here's what I want you to remember. Change doesn't require permission. It doesn't require a perfect plan. It requires a decision and 21 days of unapologetic action. Not tomorrow, not when you're ready. The moment you decide is the moment the countdown starts. And every single day, you either feed the version of you that will win or you feed the one that will keep you stuck. 21 days, that's all I'm asking from you. But in those 21 days, I want you to be unrecognizable. The first thing you need to understand is this. Change is not a feeling, it's a system. Too many people wait to feel ready, but feelings are liars. Your feelings are built from your habits, and your habits are built from repetition. If you wait to feel like changing, you'll never change. You have to act first and let your feelings catch up later. In these 21 days, you're going to notice something uncomfortable. The person you've been will start to fight for survival. She will whisper things like, "You deserve a break," "This is too much," or "It's not really working anyway." That voice is not you. That's the ghost of your old self trying to keep you exactly where you've always been. If you listen to her even once, you reset the clock. You start over. Here's the brutal truth. The reason most people never change is not because they can't. It's because they keep making peace treaties with the parts of themselves they should have declared war on. They negotiate with their laziness. They comfort their procrastination. They say, "I'll do better tomorrow." Like tomorrow is some magical savior that's actually coming to rescue them. I want you to burn that safety net. There is no tomorrow in this challenge, only now and done. You show up whether you feel like it or not. You push whether it's convenient or not. You execute whether the mood is there or not. And I'll tell you something powerful. By day 7, you will already see a shift. Not because life got easier, but because you started taking yourself seriously. By day 14, people around you will notice. They'll ask, "What's different about you?" And you won't be able to explain it in one sentence, because the change won't be something you can describe. It will be something you are. But you have to survive the war before you can enjoy the victory. And that means cutting off the exits. No skipping days, no half effort, no self-sabotage disguised as self-care. For 21 days, you are training your mind like it's a muscle, and muscles only grow under pressure. If you can give yourself 21 days without breaking the chain, you will never go back to who you were. If you want to change in 21 days, you have to understand this. Your brain is a machine that runs on patterns. Right now, it's been programmed by years of repetition. The way you wake up, the way you react, the way you talk to yourself. You're not just you, you're the sum of every repeated thought and action you've allowed to exist. So here's the first rewiring step. Disrupt your patterns. If your mornings start with scrolling on your phone, stop. If you end your nights binge watching shows, stop. You cannot become a new person while keeping the same entry points to your old life. For 21 days, your routine must be aggressively different. The brain will resist. That's proof it's working. The second step, control your environment like it's sacred. Most people fail because they try to change in the exact same setting that created their problems. You can't train discipline in a room full of distractions. You can't build self-respect while surrounding yourself with people who don't respect you. For 21 days, you have to guard your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. The third step, replace, don't just remove. If you take away a bad habit without giving your brain something to replace it with, it will find its way back to the old habit. Quit scrolling, replace it with reading. Quit gossiping, replace it with learning a skill. Quit staying up late, replace it with an intentional wind-down ritual that serves your growth. And here's where most people break. They confuse discomfort with failure. You will feel restless. You will feel bored. You will feel tempted. That's not a sign that you're doing it wrong. That's a sign that you're breaking the loop. The old you thrives in comfort. The new you thrives in controlled discomfort. By the end of these 21 days, you will look back and realize the magic was never in the challenge itself. It was in forcing your brain to believe you're a different person because you acted like one every single day. You're not trying to change. You're building a new identity brick by brick, habit by habit, moment by moment. And in this new identity, quitting is not an option. No one warns you about the emotional storm that comes when you start changing. You think it will just be about building habits, but it's not. It's about facing the versions of yourself you've been avoiding for years. It's about meeting your own weaknesses without flinching. On day 3, you might feel a rush of energy. By day 5, you might feel unstoppable. And then suddenly, by day 8, it will hit you. The voice in your head saying, "Why are you even doing this? You were fine before." That voice is not just laziness, it's fear. Fear of the unknown version of you that's waiting at the end of this challenge. Understand this, your old self is not evil. She's just scared. She knows she's about to lose control. She's about to lose the comfort of routines that keep her safe, even if they're slowly killing her dreams. And so she fights. She throws emotions at you like weapons. Doubt, guilt, loneliness, frustration. Most people break here. They think the discomfort means they're going the wrong way. But in reality, the discomfort means you're exactly where you need to be. Think about it. Growth has never come from ease. Nothing in nature grows without breaking through resistance. Seeds push through dirt. Muscles tear before they get stronger. Your spirit is no different. This is the point in the 21 days where you must stop negotiating with your feelings. You don't check in with your emotions to decide if you should keep going. You keep going because you promised yourself you would. And keeping that promise is the very muscle you're trying to build. Here's the truth no one likes to hear. You can't build confidence by talking about it. You build it by proving to yourself that you are someone who does what they say they'll do. Every day you follow through, even when you don't feel like it, is another brick in the foundation of the new you. So when that voice tells you to quit, understand it's just the echo of the person you're leaving behind. And every time you ignore her, she grows quieter until one day she's gone. Discipline is not about waking up early or following a strict schedule. Discipline is about telling yourself what to do and then doing it whether you feel like it or not. It's the ability to command your own actions instead of letting your moods run your life. Most people think discipline is a personality trait, something you either have or you don't. But discipline is not who you are. It's what you train. And like any muscle, it only grows under consistent pressure. If you give yourself an easy 21 days, you won't change. The purpose of this challenge is not comfort, it's confrontation. Here's the key. Make your commitments visible and non-negotiable. Write down exactly what you will do every single day for the next 21 days. No vague promises like I'll eat healthier or I'll work out more. Say, I will train for 30 minutes at 6 a.m. I will write in my journal every night before bed. I will drink 3 liters of water every day. The clarity removes the loopholes. Next, strip away the option of choice. People fail because they give themselves too much room to decide. If every morning you wake up and ask, should I work out? You've already lost. There is no should I in discipline. There is only I said I would, so I will. And here's where the weaponization happens. Say, pair your discipline with consequence. If you skip a day, there must be a cost. That cost could be as simple as doing double the work the next day or donating money to a cause you don't believe in. The point is to train your mind to understand that breaking your word has a price. In 21 days, your goal is not to feel proud of yourself every day. Your goal is to feel undeniable, to look in the mirror and see someone you can trust. Because when you trust yourself, you stop waiting for motivation. You stop relying on hype. You stop fearing failure because you know you won't quit. And the day you become someone who doesn't quit, your old life can't survive. Here's a truth most people never realize. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your identity. If deep down you still see yourself as the same person you were before the challenge, no amount of habits will stick. You will always return to the comfort of who you believe you are. That's why in these 21 days, the real work isn't just doing different things. It's becoming a different person. You have to see yourself differently before the world does. The habits are the actions, but the identity is the anchor. Without the anchor, you drift back. So how do you change identity? You stop calling yourself by the names your past gave you. You stop saying, I'm lazy, I'm not disciplined, I'm not a morning person. Those are not facts. Those are sentences you've repeated so many times they became your truth. And now for 21 days, you replace them with something new. Every single day, you act in alignment with the person you want to become, even before you feel like her. If the identity is I am healthy, you eat like it. If the identity is I am disciplined, you show up like it. If the identity is I am confident, you carry yourself like it. You don't wait for proof to believe. Belief creates the proof. And something powerful will happen around the halfway point. You'll start to forget you're doing a challenge. It won't feel like forcing yourself anymore. It will feel like this is just who you are now. That's the moment the old identity starts dying. And it's also the moment you must be most careful, because the old you will try to come back disguised as balance or taking it easy. But remember, the person you were when you started this is gone. You buried her the day you decided to commit. Every choice you make now is either feeding your new identity or reviving the old one. This is not just about 21 days. This is about making the challenge your new baseline. Because once you prove to yourself you can become someone else, you realize you can do it again and again and again.